Hey, what's up, guys and girls? This is Midori, and I'm back with another episode of Draw with Midori. Now, welcome back, guys. Thank you for joining me. Sorry that it's been a while that I made a post, but I had a lot of issues with the C19, if you know what I'm talking about. And, but I will be getting back to my normal schedule of doing the drawing 1 to 2 times a week. Now, today, as you can see, I am working with Travis Scott, and I'm doing his avatar from the Fortnite event he had about last week. Now, I know I'm pretty late, guys, but I decided to still upload this video, and edit it and have it you guys, so you can see how did I, made this particular avatar drawing, because I think it's an interesting drawing in terms of the coloring that I will be doing towards the end of the drawing. Now, as you can see, I always start off with the pencil, and in this particular sketch I sort of did like a mannequin, and it was a big relief doing this sketch because, for one, I don't have to focus too much on it looking like Travis Scott because it's his avatar. Now, I do live in New York, so you will hear a lot of things going on in the background. So right now you can hear the ice cream truck. I tried my best to time it so that the ice cream truck could go past before I start doing the recording, but there was no way. I didn't know where it was coming from. I don't know if it was coming from the left or the right. Was it down the block or was it across the street? I don't know. It seems like it's directly in front of my house now, so you will be hearing it in the background, and I apologize for that. But I really don't want to go back on my recordings because then the video is going to be even more delayed. So apologize for that. Now, his particular avatar, why I chose this one, because he has several in the game, and this one was the one that stood out the most to me. And there's two versions like this. There's one where he sort of have these meteors going around his head, and his jacket is a little bit more turquoise and bluish, but this one is a little bit more fiery red towards the bottom of the jacket. So I'm kind of going to combine the two avatars in terms of the color scheme, and make one particular, one drawing. Oh wow, I think the ice cream truck got even louder. But yeah, so now at this particular stage I am pretty much doing the outlining of the drawing with my Copic multi-liner. I'm using a 03 and a 08. So I'm gonna go, and a 005. So I'm gonna go from really light to medium, and then really heavy with the line weight. But usually I don't go too heavy at the beginning because then it will be a little bit harder to color in the outlines inside of the outlines with the Copic markers. So I go light first with the inking, and then I go over it again and get really heavy-handed towards the end. Now, as you can see here, I'm doing the basic values, getting the basic values down, and then after I get the basic values, I will go even more into heavy, deep values. Now, Travis Scott, I don't know too much about this particular rapper. I heard a couple of his songs, but he's more of a new generation. I can't even call him a new generation rapper because he's been out for a while. But for me, I'm pretty old school, so he's pretty new to me. So I don't know too much about him besides the fact that he goes out with he recently or previously went out with Kylie Jenner from the Kardashian sisters, and I think his buzz and his fame he got a little bit more popular after he went out with her. I mean, he already had his fan base, I'm sure, but I feel like what really put him in the mainstream sort of way is when he dated Kylie Jenner. So
do you know how to do your own laundry?
No.
Anyway, back to the drawing. As you can see, like I said before, I'm combining the colors in this particular drawing, and of the two different Travis Scott avatar jackets. And I thought it was very interesting in terms of the highlights and the hot points of the jacket. So, like what you see at the bottom of his jacket, you see how it's really dark orange, and then it turns into light, and it sort of gets more hot towards the middle. Um, it's pretty interesting with this drawing because usually it's white. The hottest point is gonna be white on the jacket, but in this particular jacket, it's sort of like a sky blue. So I had to make a decision of how hot I wanted to look and how much I wanted to pop, with the white, but at the same time being faithful to how it actually looks in his avatar. So it's a little bit blue in the middle where the white is. So it doesn't as pop as much because it's pretty much flames. It's sort of like imitating a flame, and the hottest point in the fire when it comes to coloring is the white part. That's where you're gonna see the white color, and gradually on the outside you're gonna see the darker oranges and yellows, in between, and the reds. So yeah. Okay, guys, this drawing is pretty much coming to an end. Thank you guys for joining me. Please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. I will be doing another drawing later this week, and I catch you guys and girls later. And I thank you again for joining me.